Hello, you wonderful people. Excuse me there. Oh, got my laptop playing at the same time. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to the first watch along in an absolute age. I've been around the world, I've been doing loads of work, but now I'm back at my desk talking to you guys, and I cannot wait to talk about this game. It's going to be interesting to say the least. Here's to you, Esteemed Kompany. Thank you so much, Peppy. Thank you so much to everyone who's already here. Mark, Pac-Man, Space Cake, Andrew, Hef, Thomas, and everyone else. It's good to see so many people in the chat as well. I'm looking forward to this game of football. I really genuinely am. It's going to be interesting. It has been a long time, TIE Fighter, but you know, I've been around, been busy, been doing my thing, but it's nice to be back here chatting to you guys anyway for this running. It's going to be a bit much, this running, isn't it? It's going to be nerve-wracking. I'm genuinely very anxious about this game of football. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? Sometimes that's all you've got to do. You've just got to work your way through it, survive. And if we do manage to win today, we're down to just 4 games left, which is it's not much, is it? It's not much at all. So yeah, how's everyone feeling about the game? Don't forget to hit the like button if you don't mind. I'm going to read a few comments already. I met Big Steve actually the other day. I'll try and get him on one day, Pac-Man. He's a nice guy. Please do something today. Grealish says half. It looks like Grealish is in midfield today, which is really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes, to be honest. It's just going to be fascinating, isn't it? Because Grealish in midfield is where he's wanted to be. I mean, I'll get the team line up. It'll be a second. Let me try and bring it up on screen right now. I'll bring the lineup as according to Man City on screen, and then we'll work it out. You know, roughly where everyone's going to be playing in that side. It is a strong side. Don't get me wrong. Of course, it's just a side without without basically Kevin De Bruyne. And that's the bit that makes you anxious there. So there's the team. Let me just crop it a little bit there as I'm doing it. That is the team right there with a bench below it, of course. It's a strong team. Don't get me wrong. It's an interesting team as well. It's just, yes, let's just see how how this goes down. So we've got Edison in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte, and Ake. Ake's a surprise for me. I would guess that means Zinchenko is at left back for Madrid game, which I think is almost certain. Rodri carries on in midfield. No Fernandinho today. Gundogan alongside Jack Grealish by the looks of it. It's going to be Grealish or Phil Foden in goal. I've got a feeling it will probably be Grealish. Grealish gets his midfield wish finally, man. That's going to be really interesting. And then Jesus, obviously in a hot vein of form at the moment. You can't not play Jesus when he's scoring goals like this. And of course as well, Raheem Sterling alongside him. Let's see how that goes. But I mean, it is a good side, don't get me wrong. It's the kind of side that you do want to see. It's got loads going down for it. You can't really complain. It's just a very good side, isn't it? But you makes you a little bit anxious just because there's no De Bruyne. De Bruyne, of course, on the bench with Bernardo. Zinchenko, Bernardo, Stefan on the bench. Fernandinho and Mahrez as well. Mahrez gets a rest alongside De Bruyne and Bernardo. And then CJ Egan Riley, Luke Mbete, and James McAtee, who played 45 minutes last night for the EDS and was clearly told to come off at half-time to rest him for today. No Cole Palmer or Delap. Both we got plenty of minutes last night for the EDS as well, as they won 7-0. Cole Palmer, I thought he'd be back by now in the first team squad, but I guess not. I feel like we can need him, to be honest, given that is a Fred bare bench. I mean, we don't want to play De Bruyne and Bernardo, let's be honest. Mahrez we might bring on. Zinchenko, Fernandinho. The bench is looking a little bit weak, a little bit slower, to be honest, but fingers crossed we can make the most of it anyway. It should be alright, it should be okay, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes down. I'm genuinely curious to see how this team plays. This is honestly a massive chance. For Jack Grealish. It really is. It's where he's wanted to play for absolutely ages, isn't it? He really has. We all know this. He's finally got a chance to be in midfield, which is really interesting, isn't it? He's finally got a chance to be the number 8. Let's see how creative he gets to be there. I'm sure he'll be absolutely excellent, but it's going to be fascinating. Back over to here to see you guys. Big love to Christian, by the way, for the membership. Christian, I'm left me a little bit rusty right now, but you're an absolute hero. Thank you so much for becoming a member. If you aren't on the wall, I'll get you on the wall after this, I promise you. I'm just a little bit rusty right now when it comes to the editing, so I'll get you on there very soon, Christian. Thank you so much, though. What an absolute legend. And I'll try and do it right now. Thank you so much. I'm going to be doing loads over the summer, by the way. Absolute loads, which I can't wait. Loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff where I'll hopefully be chatting to you guys more and more and more, which I can't wait. It'll be a lot of fun. Where is it all gone? I'm just trying to update it. So, I mean, I'll do it afterwards, Christian, because I've not got the right software on right now. But thank you so much. Absolute legend. But yeah, this game, what's everyone's predictions and so on? How you all feeling about the game? Are you as nervous as me? It's good to see you back, Christian. Anyway, thank you so much, Shia, as well. The watch-alongs, I've just been too busy. I'm sorry. Like, I got the opportunity to work with Man City on some things, and I just couldn't really turn it down. And it meant I was away for a little bit of time. I mean, we'd all work with Man City if we got a chance, wouldn't we? So that is why I was away quite a bit. But we're all good. And we're here. And we're chatting about Man City Leeds. It's literally at 5 cup finals. It makes me anxious. It really does make me anxious. 5 cup finals, We've got to win. Liverpool, of course, won earlier 1-0. Newcastle were a bit timid, to be honest. Like, I thought Newcastle would be better than that, but they did nothing. They did absolutely now. But that's, Newcastle can do that sometimes. 4-1, says Josh Lane. Nicola saying, my boy. Hello, my girl. My girl's in the chat as well. Everyone say hello to the wife, because she's not, she'll batter you. Because you know what she's like. She's tough. She's a tough cookie. You can't mess with Nicola. I'm just trying to sign in to the streaming thing. It doesn't seem to... I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to log in a little bit. Here we go. I want to get my stream so I'm nice and on time, basically. I don't want to be out, I want to be absolutely on. I want to be on it. 3-0 City. The wife saying it. Rest in peace to Mino Raiola, of course, as well. Mino is obviously Erling's agent. It's sad. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Mino Raiola, but ultimately, he's a family member. He'll leave a lot of family behind, and he's a person doing his job to the best of his abilities. And I can never wish anyone any harm. They haven't done anything particularly wrong. He's not a nasty person for being good at business, is he? So I feel like some of the stuff I see online is a little bit childish, to be honest. So rest in peace to him. And of course, the people who'll be sad, about him passing and so on. So yeah, he's good at what he did. So I don't really see the point in throwing shade at someone when they've just passed away. Like, just leave it out. None of that stuff. For me, obviously very good at what he did. Respect to him, of course, and rest in peace to all his family as well. And it's not really a time and place to discuss the Haaland deal either as a result of that. That will come round eventually. TIE Fighter said, do you like the City shirt? I do indeed, mate. I think it's nice. I think the City shirt is good. It's going to be interesting. So I got the Leeds team up. What do you all think of the Leeds side? I'm curious to think what you guys reckon. What's Leeds' Twitter? I'm trying to find Leeds United's Twitter. What is it actually? Is it? I've just typed it and it's not come up. I presumed it'd be really obvious. LUFC. There you go. That's probably why I was getting it wrong. Leeds side. Where is it? I'll get the Leeds side over on the screen right now. That is the Leeds side there. So they've got Melia in goal, Eiling, Firpo, Struijk, Cooper, Koch, Dallas, Phillips, Rafinha, Harrison, and Rodrigo. Of course, that forward line has got an awful lot of ability. We know this, given how they play. Jesse Marsch has turned him into a relatively tough defensive side as well. They're so much more solid now than they were previously. Rafinha is obviously the threat with Jack Harrison, ex-Manchester City player, technically. Never played for us, of course, but, Calvin Phillips, obviously a very good midfielder. Dallas has got a good rep against Man City in the past, which we can't ignore. Rodrigo, he's done all right, not great. But they've got a lot stronger defensively. So that is, it's a decent Leeds side. And Leeds are Leeds. Leeds are chaos. So we got to see how this goes. I'm not looking forward to it. But it's still a pretty solid Leeds side. What does everyone reckon to that lineup, Thank you very much, Christian. It's very kind of you, mate. Would I prefer to keep Jesus or Sterling? That's a tough question. Let me see who he brings in. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I just don't. Right now it's Jesus, but then it could be Sterling. I've got a feeling Sterling's going to be fantastic once we get a striker in. Like, once we've got Haaland, if he comes in, I think he'll be brilliant again. I really, really, really believe that. So, yeah. I do think Sterling will get better. I think we probably don't realise he'll be back to the form that he was alongside Aguero, where he's getting 30 goals a season. I think it will happen. It's interesting, by the way, that Burnley have just won, which I think is good news for Man City, actually, because it means it's going to be harder for Watford are out of it now, basically. Watford are pretty much done. They're going down because there's no pressure for them. It's just Everton Leeds are fighting with now. So I think that's actually one team out the race. Another team, Watford are just done now. There's no chance they're catching up. After that, they needed to win today to have even a semblance of a chance, which now they don't, if we're being honest. Burnley, of course, is huge for them. They've jumped above Leeds. That's probably... I don't think it matters for Leeds too much. They'll be paying attention to Everton. So that's going to be really interesting. I think Marsch will stay. Probably think he'll stay, Pele. I wouldn't be Pele the Hedgehog. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, but but I think he will stay ultimately. Yeah, I mean we do need strength in depth, Simon. Thank you so much, wife. Thank you. I do think we need strength in depth. Hopefully we develop a little bit more as the players get a little bit older. Some of the academy players, they come through, and we need to sign about 3 players in the summer. We don't need... we've currently got such a small squad because we're not trusting the young players. I don't mind the idea of a small squad if we're going to use the young players, but currently we're not. You look at that bench right now at the bottom, Egan Riley and Betty and McAteer on there. No one thinks they're going to play. Absolutely no one thinks they're going to play. So what's the point? We've essentially got we've got, how many are on the bench? I can't even remember how many on the bench, but either way, it's only a very short bench. We only use those players if there's a crisis. So that bench it's weak right now. So we've got how many senior players? Stefan, Zinchenko, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Mahrez, Fernandinho. So we've got 6 senior players on the bench and a bunch of academy players that probably won't get a chance at all. So it's going to be interesting. A lot of people think they're a bit negative. John Doyle is very, very determined to wind everyone up. But John, I would respectfully ask you to not be a little arse, mate. I know you're really passionate about Liverpool and all that kind of stuff, but you are just trying to wind people up. So less of that, pal. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. He's a good player, Diaz, by the way. Fair play. Just good. You did well signing him. Let's just see how it goes. Yeah, Thomas, Cole Palmer absolutely should be with the first team. I really believe that. Please do hit the like button. It'd be massively appreciated. Let's get to 100 likes. But Cole Palmer should be there now. I mean, he looked too good last night. Just too good. He was a step above anyone else on that pitch. Honestly, he looked like a man playing against boys. It wasn't even close. When you're on next City, you channel, I have no idea, Matty. No idea, man. I have no thoughts whatsoever on Huddersfield, Eddie. Absolute zero, mate. I don't even know where they're currently in the league or anything like that. Sorry, pal. I have no strong thoughts about Huddersfield whatsoever. I've just Googled them quickly. They're 4th in the Championship. Oh, I knew they were doing pretty well, but I didn't know they're currently 4th. But I've not been paying any attention to them for a long time because I've been too attention paying to City. They could go up. Fair play if they do. Decent side by the looks of it. Quick look at their side. See if I recognise any of the players. Let's have a look. Yeah, Jordan Rhodes. Yeah, I recognise Russell and Holmes. Yeah, they look like a decent side. Don't know much about him. That's my honest opinion. We do need a Dino replacement. We do need a few players. But this game is going to be won or lost in midfield. I know that sounds really obvious, but we're going to need Grealish to really step up today. Rodri and Gundo absolutely have to control the momentum of this game. They have to really... Leeds away is going to be chaotic. They are fighting for survival. Jesse Marsch is genuinely turning things around. So this is a potential banana skin. I am honestly a little bit anxious about this. I do think we've got enough to win this game, but it is going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. It might be that we smash him. I don't know, but it does feel to me difficult. Apparently, Guardiola's confirmed that Phil Foden will be playing in midfield. So it's Phil Foden in midfield. That's interesting. Phil Foden, not Grealish. That's interesting. So Phil Foden and not Grealish. What does everyone make of that? I thought it'd be Grealish, if I'm being honest. That surprised me. I mean, it's a massive chance for Foden to really press in the middle because at some point he's going to be needed there. So I thought right now it'd be Grealish in the middle and Phil Foden on the left. I guess Guardiola trusts Phil more as a midfielder right now than Grealish because he's been around this first team for a while. I think it's to do with that. I reckon he understands the role a little bit more than what Guardiola would expect Grealish to understand the role, given his lack of chances in midfield at Man City. I mean, yeah, I must admit, I'm not overly fussed either, Pac-Man. I would have liked to have seen. I would like to have seen Grealish there out of curiosity, but I got. I can't complain too much. Like, I think ultimately we've got enough there in that team, and if we can't beat Leeds with this team, we sort of kind of don't deserve to win the league anyway. You know, that's kind of pretty much how it is, and it is crazy. I think that at the end of this day we could be, we could be in second. We could be in second. Yeah, I don't blame you for Sky Sports volume being off, mate. I mean, I absolutely am not looking forward to it at all. I think Grealish will play a decent game. Hopefully, man. Grealish has to really step up. Yeah, and I agree with Simon as well that Gundo hasn't been at his very best recently. He hasn't, man. He hasn't. Gundo, apparently he's had some back injuries problems, which has kind of slowed him down a little bit. It does feel that way. It does feel like, you know, he's not fully at his best at the moment. Fingers crossed things change, you know. Fingers crossed he finds a bit of form and his back pain kind of eases up a little bit. But all I know right now is that it's going to be a tough game, a very, very tough game. I need to find a stream. I need to find a login in a stream. I haven't found one yet at all. I need to pay for one for next year. I think Jack needs to go through a pre-season with us. I think that's what held him back at the start of the season. Look, to be honest, with players, it takes them a long time to adapt to how Guardiola wants. You kind of would expect a little bit more in his first season, given his price tag. But I guess he didn't set the price tag, you know. So, how long is Stones out for? There is some rumours he might be back for Wednesday. We'll have to see. I don't know is the honest answer, but fingers crossed he is available for Wednesday. Kyle Walker, I think, could be out for a little bit longer than we would like to admit to ourselves. I'm genuinely worried about that. Let me get a stream up on the go. If anyone's got any spare logins, feel free to DM me on Twitter. It'd be massively appreciated. Right, let's get it on screen right now. Pep will play Foden in the mid and Jack on the wing. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. I would take... Oh, God. I can't pronounce your first name, mate, sorry, but Albertson, 1-0 City, Jesus, 90th minute penalty. Do not do that to me. That is horrific. It's not something I could take in the slightest. Last minute penalty. No. Imagine the breakdown online with that. Ugh. It would be horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let me get my earphones in, because we're only 3 minutes away from kickoff now. So what's everyone's predictions? Go for it. Give me your predictions. Give me all your good stuff. I think I got my earphones in. I think we're all good. I see smoother skin. No, apparently not. Thomas 3-1. Pac-Man 3-1. Mark 3-0. A nervy 2-1 City win. 4-0 says Tom Moy. Do you know what? Everyone's... Sky Blue Monkey's right. Our form is good. So he says 2-0 today. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Everyone's going for 2-0. I like that. A lot of people are going for 2-0. I like the confidence in everyone's comments. Like, for me, I think I went for 3-1 on my match preview, and I still think I'm going to stick with that. I think they will score 6-0, 3-0, 2-0, 2-0. Okay. Do I think Liverpool might run away with the league in future seasons with Klopp at the helm? Well, if Guardiola's there, probably not, because I do trust... If you get Haaland, that's going to make a massive difference, you know. Absolutely. It'll make a huge difference if Haaland's there. Because he's like... Think how many games he would have won if Haaland had been playing. Like, I know there's a lack of control element, but we still control games anyway. We massively control games. And with Haaland... We're scoring more. We're scoring more of those half chances that have cost us games. Come on, City. We run Manchester indeed, Mohammed. Manchester is very blue these days, mate. It's so blue. It blinds you to look at it. Come on, City. Come on, City. Oh, this is going to be a big game. I'm just getting a tiny little prediction in and writing, do some edits quickly. But the Leeds captain, Lee Cooper, got injured during the warm-up, so that may affect the organisation. Oh, has that happened? I didn't know that. That's a big loss for them, actually. He's a quality player. That's interesting. That's a massive loss for them. With Liam Cooper, they've had 5 defeats in 18 games without 10 in 15. The average 3 goals conceded without Liam Cooper and 1.3 with. That's a massive loss for them. I'm not complaining, but that's a huge loss for them. That's, you know what? I had to sound really crass, but that's advantage Man City with that. We got very lucky there. Come on, Jack. We need Jack today. Right, I'm ready. We're about to kick off. My stream's about to go. We need it to go. Come on, City. It's a very English front line today. It really is. Come on, City. Come on, City. You can't underestimate the size of this game, man. Like, it honestly feels like the title goes if we don't win this. That sounds fucking mad, but it does feel that way, doesn't it? Come on, City. Right, come on. This is going to be fun. This is going to be 90 minutes of tension and anxiety. I hope you're ready for it. Come on, you Blues. Thank you so much, countries of the world. It's good to see you. Anyone's welcome over here. A lot of the one thing about that forward line is there is loads and loads and loads of pressure in it in terms of, like, they will all work really hard. Like, Grealish is a high presser, Jesus, Sterling. They all will. Thank you, mate. I mean, there's no excuse for us today. It has to be on us. I like it, Mark. I like it. I like the confidence. So it looks like, of course, we've got Foden. It looks like Rodri and Gundogan a little bit deeper with Foden just ahead of them. Foden on the turn, running at people. This is where I want to see him, though, to be honest. I love Foden when he's turning, running at people. Jerry! Come on, Jerry, man. It's good to see you. 3-1 City. That's my prediction as well, man. Let's fucking go. Big Jerry energy. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been travelling so much. Sorry, Jerry. But it's good to see you again, mate. But 3-1 is my prediction too as well today, actually. I mean, that was before I saw the team, admittedly. But I still think we've got enough. And so far, by the way, it already looks pretty good. We're keeping the ball quite nicely, which I always like to see. So, who wants to win? City, Arthur. Come on, mate. Played Raz. Nice early corner. The booing Grealish thing is so fucking weird. Like, why? Like, what are you getting from this, you know? What's Grealish ever done to you? Oh, Jesus, Joao. What is he? Oh, my God, Cancelo. We got lucky there, didn't we? We've absolutely got off. We got lucky there, didn't we? That was poor, man. Imagine Liverpool fans right now. Yeah, it was a Gerrard-esque slip, wasn't it? I'm amazed he didn't pass it. I'm amazed he didn't pass it. I'm not complaining, but fucking hell. He did it. He did a Gerrard. He did a Gerrard. City, man. Sorry. Don't do this to me. Hopefully that's like the early mistake out the way. I mean, anyone can slip at any point, to be fair. It can happen. Fraser, no, you're right, mate. And a Liverpool fan, I know you're there watching this, but it is going to be a tough game for City. Like, we're not confident at all. Yeah, Jerry, I mean, with like no Walker, that pace defensively, mate, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Idols, I like the Morris prep. Hopefully that's what it is. It's going to go down to Morris. I'll take that. Wow, I'm still annoyed at that. I'm annoyed. That was those moments. Oh, nearly got ball to Jesus. Yusuf potentially, yeah, mate. Likely, yeah. I think I will be doing watch along on Wednesday. Looking forward to that actually. Did anyone see the under 23s and the under 18s? A 7-0 and a 13-0. Mad. I watched the 18s this morning. 13-0 they won against Newcastle. 13-0. Which is quite frankly stupid. Yeah, it does look like a 4-2-4 at times, doesn't it? Foden's really pushing up alongside the forwards. Champions League watch along, indeed. Look, I got asked if I wanted to go to London for the live score one. I'd rather. I said I wanted to just be on my own channel, so I wanted to just be on. I wanted to be here, with you guys. I'm going to try and get to Madrid, of course. So if I get to Madrid, obviously not. But if not, I'll be here. Go on, Phil. Oh, he's pulled back there, Ref. Yeah, it's how it is, Fraser. This stage of the season, you just got to find a way to win. City and Liverpool both got a good rep at doing this, and we all know that. Did really well there, Foden. Maybe Jessica, and it's good to be back as well. But yeah, possibly. Oh, okay, nearly on the end of that. Alex, I think we probably have to wait for things to calm down a little bit, because obviously there's a lot going on with the family, and you've got to bear in mind as well, Mino's a friend to Alfie and Erling, so probably not the time to talk about the transfer too much. We are good at set pieces, yeah. I mean, this is the kind of season as well where you have to just, the odd centre back header will win you a game. You kind of need those little moments. Was that your lad, Mark? Was it Alex? I think he was called, wasn't he? He was a lovely lad. Was he called Alex? I think. Have I made that up, Mark? Either way, he was. I bumped into someone. He was really nice. I was there with my mum. I think actually, me and mum went for a walk. She came to Rami and we went up for a walk together. Go on, Raz. He's lovely, Mark. He's absolutely lovely. A good lad. Nervy start. Yeah, the Leeds are going to be physical. I mean, they have to be to an extent. I get it for their perspective. You know, they're fighting. They're fighting to stay up, aren't they? We have to keep our calm. And Jerry's right, you know, in games like this, keep possession, let them press a lot. They are a very fit team, Leeds. That's the only problem. Like, they won't get tired of pressing. What are they kicking the ball out for there, man? That's a yellow card, that. That's a bad challenge. Maybe not a yellow, but it's a foul. Fulham's got every right to be annoyed by that. Why would you like throw loads of crap onto your own pitch? I don't get that. Why would you do it? You know, why would you just throw loads of rubbish onto your own team's pitch? Like, it feels a bit like, look at it, there's just shit everywhere all over the side of the pitch. Go on, Raz. Corner. Yeah, what would everyone say Man City's best 11 is right now? Like, if you got a big game, what's your best 11? Look at all the rubbish. What's all that about? Some angry fans down there. The Grealish hatred is weird. I don't get it at all. I absolutely don't get it. Come on, City. Laporte caught in possession there, but got away with it a bit. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Cancelo, Rodri, Bernardo, KDB, Foden, Sterling, Mahrez. Interesting, Thomas. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Louis saying Eddie, Walker, Diaz, Cancelo, Bernardo, Rodri, Foden, Raz. Okay, interesting too. Come on, man. We're moving the ball quite nicely, but it's been a pretty calm. Okay. All right, then. Okay. I've not seen it yet, but come on. God damn my stream for being so far behind. And I forgot. Oh, do you know what? We've got the free kick here. I'm going to watch it together. I'm going to enjoy this moment. Foden stood over the free kick. Gundogan there. They're going to whip it in. It's going to fall to Rodri. And he's going to put it in. Oh, he's going to score a header. I think it might be a header from Rodri coming up here. Foden. Come on! Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Foden's technique on that free kick. Oh, the relief, honestly, I'm shaking. The absolute huge relief. That stuff matters. Come on, Rodri, man. I tell you what, he is big when he matters, isn't he, Rodri? What a player. What a beautiful man. Look at that cross. Look at that header. Foden is so good at this. People don't realise quite just how good he is at this kind of thing, honestly. Look at that cross. Look at that cross. Look at that header. It's just perfection, isn't it? I mean, that's just perfection. Come on! Oh, I needed that. Who else is like immensely relieved right now? Oh, the relief is just off the chart. Oh, let me update the thumbnail. I mean, honestly, sometimes you just need a good cross, a good header. That's the one thing we've got a little bit better. We've got like a lot of big players these days who do absolutely know how to put the ball in the back of the net. So it does make me feel better. It does make me feel better. Oh, the relief. The absolute relief. Come on, City. A brief, yeah. I mean, I calmed down a lot now. We just like a lot of Liverpool fans have just disappeared. I guarantee a lot of Liverpool fans have just disappeared. That's a foul from Grealish. It's worth it, maybe. Come on, City. Oh no, we can't have another injury. Come on, clear it. Laporte, look, that looks serious, doesn't it? That looks genuinely serious. He's just flat out. Is he alright? They banged heads there. That looks painful. I think he'll be okay, hopefully. Ake, fantastic. I absolutely agree. It's a great cross in, but it's great defending, actually. No, he's not out cold. He's fine. I think he's sore. I think he'll be okay, fingers crossed. Yeah, it looks painful, doesn't it? It looks painful. It was a good cross, to be fair. Ake's been fantastic, to be honest. Like, honestly, he's obviously settled in a lot. Ake, I mean, like, there's a reason we signed Ake. Like, we forget just like how good his reputation was before he came to City in terms of like the fans. You always judge a player by how much the fans love them, and the fans are obsessed with Ake. You know, the Bournemouth fans are obsessed with him. Come on, mate. I hope he's all right. I'm getting up now, so it doesn't do too bad. Come on, City. Last thing we need is another injury. I think, thankfully, it's just an impact injury, so I think he should be okay. But we can't do any more injuries, can we? Yeah, I mean, Thomas has raised a point. His dad passed away last season, okay, and that kind of stuff does affect you. Of course, it does. You know, you have to acclimatise to the team. You have to get used to all that kind of stuff, and then you have to adapt to a new style of play. Essentially, you know, that's not easy to do. But he is adapting, and he's a very good player. Zinchenko might come. The ball's been good. I think he has the odd mistake in there every now and then, but he's quality. Okay, I mean, okay, at centre back, I'm not worried by in the slightest. There's a forced like rest for Laporte. Yeah, Laporte is not playing there. Besides that lump, he can't play. He can't carry on. I think he's okay actually. I think it's a jaw thing. I think he might be all right. Is Cart going off? Is Laporte coming off? Oh, Caleb, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, Caleb. Sorry, it was a little short, Caleb. My message just because I was live at the time, mate. So, thank you so much, Caleb. Absolutely. Caleb's let me stream. Where am I going to it, Caleb? If you don't mind me asking. That didn't work, Caleb. Yeah, it didn't work, mate. I've tried it. The email and the password, they didn't work for me, unfortunately, pal. It says incorrect. It looks like is Laporte going to come back on? He is coming back on. So 1-0. We're a few minutes through. Sorry, we're halfway through this half. How's everyone feeling so far? I mean, I'm pretty relaxed now. That's calmed me down massively, personally. Like I was. No KDB, no Bernardo on the pitch currently, no Mahrez, and we're winning, so that's nice, isn't it? Looks like Laporte's okay as well. Laporte was pointing a lot to his jaw around there, so I think it was more painful as opposed to, banging on his head. It was more around his jaw, which of course can absolutely cane, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's concussion. Yeah, I'm less nervous still. Still nervous. Yeah, that's sort of sums up how I feel, I guess, as well. Less nervous. The thing is, what's really telling now is Liverpool fans will be an awful lot less confident as they were than they were. Why are Leeds fans trying to? Like, I don't get it. Why would you throw loads of crap? Yeah, Caleb, I tried it, mate, and it didn't work. He still said it wasn't correct. I copied and pasted it. I can see your comment now, Caleb, but I've DM'd you back. I saw that, Caleb. I've DM'd you back, mate. Didn't quite work. I copied and pasted both in, and they didn't work, unfortunately. What's he filling the ball a little bit more? That's a foul on Cancelo. You just pulled him back. Come on! That's an obvious foul on Cancelo. You're playing that, ref. Well, I don't get why you'd throw loads of shit on your pitch. I just don't get it. Maybe, Caleb, it might be because I'm not on a VPN. Let me see if we can get onto the VPN and see if it works. It might be that, mate, Caleb. I just realised. I don't think my VPN was turned on, Caleb, so I'll give it another go, man. See if that makes any difference. I don't get it, Madgull. I just don't get it in the slightest, mate. It feels really strange to me too. Like, their own players are clearing it up. Like, they're 1-0 down and they're delaying the game. Like, carry on being fucking idiots if you want to, lads. I do not understand it at all. But, you know, each to their own. Go on, City. It's a bit of a nothing game, Fraser, to be honest, man. It's not been loads of chances. I wouldn't say City are all over them. I wouldn't say it's a cakewalk either. It's just been City kind of like both teams just kind of like going through the motions. Very midfield battle, not loads of chances. City have had the best one, scored. Go on, Gunda. Alright, I've got a little bit further ahead now. I've got Spanish commentary, but I'm on it, I think. Slightly further ahead, but... Cheers, Caleb. Go, Jack. Ah, unlucky. Didn't quite work. Didn't come off. Come on, a second would be massive, wouldn't it? I need that second. I feel so much calmer with second. Oh, we got a bit of spam. Best cams are gone. The cams aren't that good. They're bullshitting. Right, how far behind am I now? Oh, there you go. I've got a little bit further ahead now, but I've got it on in Spanish. Ah. Why have they pulled it back there, ref, man? Jesus had a good chance to make the pass. City fans singing Savile songs. I ain't saying nothing. Okay, so I'm not that far behind now. Sexual milkman, that's good. I love your name, by the way. Nicola wants a milkman. She's been wanting a milkman for ages. Not like that way, but like we want a milk delivery. She wants it like because we go to the shop all the time. I think she wants to grace herself in the local culture. Oh, see that attempted pass from Foden then? That little weird attempted pass. I appreciate it though. Big up Caleb, by the way, for lending me his login details. Really appreciate it, mate. Massively appreciated. There is a conversation to have, I think, by the way, about the young players. Like, I understand Guardiola wants a small squad, but I do think for some time now we should have been integrating these young players a little bit more aggressively to essentially make the squad deeper, because we don't use these young players. I like some McAtee. We saw Wilson Esbrand play and come on and do well, and Egan Riley play and come on and do well, and we've seen Lavia and so on. And we've seen McAtee, Palmer with the lap, and like they really. Palmer's been injured, admittedly, but people like McAtee and Delap, I feel like they could have rested some players at some point. You know, I would love to have seen every now and then like 10 a really strong team. So you're talking like a 10 guaranteed stars and then one young player, just so that they can pick up the slack from the young, from the youngster. So like, there's no, and then if we need to bring on the senior player, do it. But ultimately, we'll probably win anyway with the young player on. And they also learn and they become squad players, and all of a sudden the squad goes from 17 players to 20. You know, we do that often. I think we need to be really calculated by doing that. That's what I would do as a manager. You'd always be trying to find a way to get a deeper squad. So every chance of, like, if we're playing Watford at home, we're gonna fucking win. You know, we all know that. And I'd happily play McAtee or Palmer or something like that, or Delap, knowing that De Bruyne, Bernardo, and everyone else pick up the slack around him if they look a bit raw. Just bring them up after half time if they don't play well. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Go on, Raz. The lap too, yeah, exactly. Korea was amazing, mate. I don't know how to pronounce your username. I'm sorry, pal. No idea how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, but Korea was wonderful. A beautiful, beautiful country. Seoul is an astonishingly good city. Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Oh, you went down. It's a shame. That's a foul. Foul, that wasn't it? There's a foul, obviously. Nothing. For Denmark. Denmark's beautiful, mate. I love Denmark. Me and Nicola went to Copenhagen in February and we loved it. Very expensive, though. Fuck me, it's insanely expensive, Thomas. So, yeah, we were shocked how expensive it was, but beautiful. To be honest, Pac-Man, he's not much of a dribbler, Grealish. So it's more, he's never been like the guy who beats loads of people. He's been more of a dictating play kind of guy. I bet Grealish can't wait to play midfield, basically, eventually. He wants to be the one making the passes as opposed to dribbling. What was that from Laporte? Diaz should have gone back to keeper then. It hasn't been a great game of football so far, but ultimately the only thing that matters is it's 1-0, you know? This stage of the season is horrible, isn't it? It's essentially just every game is just find a fucking way to win. Every game is just anxiety. I do not like it at all. One of yous, come on, wake up. Diaz and Laporte been a bit sloppy with each other there. Rafinha kept it in well there, to be fair. He's going to run it. Ake. Ake's a really good one-on-one defender, isn't he? He's a wonderful really, 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 really good one-on-one defender. Play Phil. Yeah, it's scrappy. It's got scrappy. Yeah, I love it. It's the point of this. Like, it's horrible. It's what we want as fans. We want to be involved in these games, but you kind of wish Liverpool like. It's got to the point now. Like, even dropping 1 point in the last 10 games could lose you the league. Like, last 10 games, 1 point. Like, it's crazy. Like, well, 2 points, I guess. But like, just dropping points in one game could cost you the league out of the last 10 games. It's mad. Like, the quality is that high that you have to be perfect, like perfect, to win the league. Like, it is. It's on another level to everything I'm used to. It has changed. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. It wasn't. I mean, so we've dragged it to that point, to be fair, but Oh, come on. It's a chance there. It's not a great chance, but... Firpo just fired it over. Yeah, Firpo just smashed it over from a decent spot. He's got to be testing the keeper there, Firpo. I'm glad he isn't. But, you know, he has to be. Come on, City, indeed. Come on, City. Sloppy. It's getting really sloppy in midfield there. Really sloppy. Okay, stepped in nicely. Come on, ref. It's a foul on Jesus, man. Come on. How is that not a foul indeed? I have no idea. Ray, I actually agree. This City and Liverpool side are all timers. It's like it's just Liverpool. Liverpool are a fantastic side. I kind of like the idea that City carry on winning the big trophies, and as a result, they don't get the credit for it. No, Liverpool are a great side. I can't really deny it, unfortunately. It's going to be a weird end to the season, this. It's going to be a very painful end to the season, one way or another. We're still on for a very historic double. That's the crazy thing, isn't it? I'm not saying it's going to happen. Oh, no. They messed up that counter again, Leeds, but there's loads of space. Yeah, Gundo hasn't been good at all, I don't think. Gundo's very off it. There's also rumours that suggested it could be his last season at City. Imagine. That would be a shocker. We need to sign a whole bunch of players. So many of these were leaving. Played Ake. Ake's done really well there. Probably should have played it into feet with someone there, but Leeds are pressing in, man. Leeds are currently the better side. So much spacing behind Cancelo there. Gundogan's done really well to get back and forth. Jack, take your time and put your foot on the ball and calm it down. Phil, we need Phil to go on and run. Go on, Phil. It's a hell of a ball from Cancelo to Jesus. What a touch from Jesus as well. Oh! If he'd scored from that, Jesus, that would have been something else, wouldn't it? That was phenomenal football. That pass. He's on as well. Look at this touch from Jesus and then past people. Imagine he scored that. It would have been phenomenal. Yeah, it isn't working, Pac-Man. I agree. Like it's really, really open. It's almost chaotic, to be honest. It's kind of this is really what like Leeds want as well. The best way for this game to go for them is if City lose their composure. And right now, there isn't much of a composure. Like Gundogan and Rodri, they're both very, very experienced players. They should be able to control that midfield, but they're getting caught. We're getting caught a lot on the counter with loads of space behind the fullbacks. The thing is for them is there is the fact that we can bring on Bernardo and De Bruyne, and that's a fear factor, isn't it? That'll terrify anyone. Jesus as always, a very willing runner here. Cancelo's form has been off recently. Has anyone else noticed that? Cancelo again giving the ball away in midfield. Like, he's been really, 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 really slack. He needs to Cancelo. Honestly, it's been a while. Like, Cancelo has been so sloppy. Like, it's a shame because he's not been the same person as he has at the start of the season. Just sloppy passes constantly. Oh, come on, City. Foden's just headed it straight to them. City, get a fucking grip. Ah, straight out. This squad is starting to look stretched, isn't it? Just mute it yourself, Thomas, and you'll never see it, man. Look at the size of the gap we got to run into. Can we just sit behind the ball a little bit and pass it around? Yeah, Ake's been fantastic so at the moment. But can we just like get everyone behind the ball a little bit and just calm it down? Ake's alright, I think. Has he genuinely not given that a foul? What the fuck? He just pulled Grealish down. Is the ref taking the piss? Played Raz, he's done really well there, Sterling. He's done really well. Ah! It's falling apart at Gundogan again. Go on. Go on, Raz. Come on, City, man. Stop faffing about. Raz, like, you gave him about 4 years to get the shot in then. To get the tackle in. Just put your foot through him, man. He's onside as well. This game is just chaos ball. Ref is taking the piss. He absolutely is. Oh, Gundo, man. Jesus Christ. Got the foul, but he looks slow. He looks slack, doesn't he, Gundo? Right, just let's the flip flap shite, Cancelo. Just try, make a simple pass. That'll do. Yeah, there is reports about Gundogan's back injury, but maybe he just needs a rest over the summer entirely. But the problem with back injury, it's not unless you have an operation. If it's a serious one, that ain't changing anytime soon. Go on, City. Go on, Phil. This ref does not like his whistle at all. Keep on him, Phil. Yeah, I don't get the rubbish around the pitch thing at all. Like, why are the Leeds fans trying to trash their own pitch? I don't understand it. No, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Just get to half time. Get to half time and we'll make do. Foden's been quiet, but at least he's had some big moments still, I would say. You know, good big goals, big assist against Atletico. Go on, Joao. Played Ras. Too much on that. Stones is a striker. Imagine. This game's been chaos, to be honest. It's been chaos ball, which plays right into Leeds' hands. We definitely could pass the ball and move it better than this, that's the thing. Yeah, Kyle Walker's pace in a game like this, Ezra, would be absolutely everything. Like, you need Kyle Walker in games like this, don't you? Maybe not, Emma. Chill. Jesus deserves better than this today. Oh, Niall, I've not even thought about the World Cup, mate. Come back to that. I haven't seen this challenge yet. Oh, that's a bad challenge on Grealish, that. That's a bad challenge. Are you going to check VAR for that? Let me see the replay. It's interesting, this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how this goes down then. Wonder if they'll check VAR. I haven't seen the replay yet. It's a bad challenge, man. What is he doing? It's not a red. That's not a red. It's just a clumsy yellow. He's just ran into him. He's not going to hire him for that. It's just I think he's fucked his leg though, hasn't he? Do you think he's done his Achilles? That's a bad injury. I don't think it's a red, personally. Sorry, I don't think it's a red. I think it's a yellow. He's ran into him. He's not gone. He's just ran into him. Like, you don't get a red card for running into someone. He hasn't kicked him or anything like that, and he hasn't gone up with the studs. But I don't know what he was doing, man. It was just clumsy. But it's not a red, that, in my opinion. He's just ran into. It's a yellow card. But either way, it's a yellow. I agree. It is a yellow. I think it's that, but he's just late. He's just kind of ran right into him. I think he's fucked himself, though, only by the looks of it. Silly Billy indeed. What a silly Billy. Dan James coming on. Probably a good shout for them, to be honest. Dallas is a big loss, but Dan James is also good for them, to be honest. A bit of pace against us. He's got a good rep against us. I hate to say it. I mean, we're all guessing it's the ACL here, but it does look serious. Thank you, Niall. Hit the sub button. If you are new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Be massively appreciated. There's one Stuart Dallas indeed, they sing. One Stuart Dallas going off because he's just injured himself. And yeah, well done, pal. Well done. Don't fucking foul so much. You know what I mean? Like, you jump in like that constantly. Team's a good coach, Jesse Marsch, to be fair to him. Imam, second half, it's obviously De Bruyne and Bernardo. I don't know if he'll do it, but it's obviously those two. To be honest, what I would like to see probably is Grealish moved a little bit deeper, actually. See how that goes. Grealish in midfield, Foden back onto the left. I want to see a little change tactically. I mean, I don't think it's even the forward line. It says we need Mahrez. Maybe we do Mia, but to be honest, we need to control the midfield a bit better. Any changes should be about how we're going to control the ball in the middle, because we're not doing that at all. Bernardo for Grealish in the 67th minute, says Pearl away. I mean, Bernardo for me in the 60th minute for probably Gundogan would be really useful, I think. Cheers, Ray. Appreciate it. Football fan looking for a team to support. Well, there you go, man. You found City, you know. Welcome to the City fandom. Life's good, actually. Didn't used to be, but it got good. So, Dan James on. Sterling's been a little bit frustrated, but I think he's been lively enough. I reckon Jesus has been good with the very little he's had to feed off. Go on, Rods. Sterling's doing quite well, actually, dribbling today. But then his final shot's not been perfect, but his dribbling's pretty good. Played Phil. Phil Foden's footwork. So good and lucky. If he'd found Grealish, then I love it when Foden runs at people because his footwork is so good. Half time, finally, 52 minutes into the game. Jesus Christ. 52 minutes we played there that half. That was absolutely stupid. And not what anyone wants to see. No one wants a 52-minute half football. Thankfully, you know, we're going in 1-0 at half time. That's a massive, massive relief, isn't it? How's everyone feeling about that? Let me know how you're feeling about that half of football, because that was long-winded. Let me just do a quick share as well to get people over for some half-time thoughts. That wasn't a great half. So yeah, that half of football was erratic. It was an erratic half of football. It was a chaotic half of football. Paul Turney's been absolutely weird, the referee. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea, genuinely, like what he was up to half the time. Like he was just messing around, Paul Turney, giving random fouls for nothing. They're not calling fouls, ignoring stuff. City in general have been bang average to poor, I would say. We're not controlling the midfield, which is ultimately... Look, if you're Man City side and you're playing against someone like Leeds, or any game whatsoever, and you're not really controlling the flow of the game, you're getting it wrong. I understand sometimes it's hard to create chances, but... ultimately, I do not think we've controlled the flow of the game. We said defended well, though. Matty, I think we have and we haven't, to be honest. I think some players have had some good defensive individual moments, but to me, the definition of defending well would not be 1,000,000,001 counterattacks against us and loads of space in behind our fullbacks. So I think even though there's been some good one-on-one defending from the likes of, I would say, Ake in particular has had some good moments, I wouldn't say City have defended well as a unit collectively. I think, in fact, we've been really open. The amount of times you saw Firpo or Harrison or Rafinha running through in the counter attack, it's been a little bit too easy for him. So it's been sketchy. I don't think we've been horrific, but I think we've been average to poor. A couple of good moments, but ultimately City have been just a bit too loose all over. For some Mino's death, what do you want me to say to that, mate? If someone's passed away, it's awful for his family. So I don't know the guy. I'm not sure I ever particularly liked him, but someone passed away. So rest in peace to him and his family. That's all you can say when something like this happens, because people, he's a loved man by some people, and that's all that matters right now. So rest in peace. But overall, the game, Sterling's... Weirdly, I know this is controversial, so I meant to say Sterling's been shite. I think his dribbling's been really good today. He's caused a lot of problems running at Leeds, caused loads of space, but then his finishing has just been... he's took about 400 years to get that shot off, which is frustrating. He doesn't... It just, his finish has let him down. He's been really slow. I think Grealish has had a couple of really bad fouls in that have been ignored for some reason. Foden has not really been on the ball as much. I think Jesus is he's barely had a chance, but when he's been on the ball, he's looked pretty good. I feel sorry for Jesus. Yes, I don't think Sterling is the problem today either. I've got a few people who agree with that. I don't think he's been terrible today. Jesus had half a chance as well, but he made a half a chance himself, to be fair, Jesus, with a good little, take and then dribble into the area. I think the main problem today for me has been the midfield. Ultimately, it's been the midfield. I think Cancelo's been really sloppy, which has frustrated me. Cancelo has been really sloppy. He's been giving the ball away far too lax. Obviously, he nearly gave us a goal away right early on as well. Dylan Black with the super chat. Thank you so much, Dylan, for the first super chat of the day. Dylan Black, you absolute legend. Dylan Black. What a guy. Says, has the ref lost his whistle? I think we need another mid in for Foden. We are getting overrun. Yeah, Paul saying he's been horrific, man. He's been horrific. No idea what he's doing for most of the game. Yeah, I mean, it feels like he's not even close to control this game, which is pathetic given he's an experienced referee. But he's just, there's been no consistency whatsoever. No consistency for Tierney. And I actually agree that we probably need another midfielder for Foden as we're getting overrun. I don't think Gundogan's looked sharp at all. He's been caught in possession a couple of times. He looks like he's not keeping up with the tempo of the game, I guess. Weirdly for me, I think Grealish should have been better in this role that Foden's currently in. I would have put Grealish in midfield and Foden probably out wide instead. Because I think Grealish would... I think he's a little bit more press resistant than Foden. So I think he would have been better there. But big love to Dylan. But I do think midfield is where our problem is today. We're getting caught on the counter an awful lot because the midfield is not really stopping things. And we need to be a little bit better at that. It's like Rodri alone. It does feel like it's Rodri alone. JR, thank you so much as well. JR saying, what Foden with that touch and run before half-time though. Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Foden, when he's doing that, absolutely fantastic. A lovely, lovely, lovely little run and a bit of dribble. That's what you want to see Foden do more of. Because when he's at that, he's almost unstoppable, isn't he, Foden? I love it. Hopefully, you can see more of that in the second half. I don't think we've had the midfield balance, though, and that's what kind of is frustrating me a little bit right now. But JR, big love for the super chat, man. Absolutely appreciated. It's the only good thing I will say is that we are winning. We are 1-0 up. Rodri once again. I love Rodri, man. He's so good for a big moment, isn't he? Every now and then, we underestimate just how crucial he can be. It's just Steve. Excuse me. I was up till 3 a.m. watching Succession, so I'm a bit tired today. I finished the series. Well, it's the third series, so that's why I'm a bit tired. Thomas, welcome to the Academy, mate. Thank you so much. It's good to see another member. By the way, I will be doing the fan view live later, so if you want to have a chat to me after the game, you're more than welcome. So Thomas, that goes to Thomas and Christian, the latest members. If you want to have a chat, there'll be a link there'll be a link on the community tab on YouTube, Thomas, so you can join and have a chat to me after the game later on if you want to, pal. Thank you so much, Thomas. But this game, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I will get back onto Twitch eventually, Thomas. I will do. I'm going to start doing Football Manager. I've had the busiest few months of my life with the house move and the wedding and travelling around, doing loads of stuff, and Nicola being pregnant, and I cannot begin to express how tired I've been, but it'll slow down. 9 fouls to 1, that's interesting. Yeah, they've been very, very aggressive. It's wonderful. It's a fantastic TV show. I finished the end of the third series last night and I was hooked on it. Nicola fell asleep at midnight and I watched 3 episodes in a row and I thought I didn't regret it in the slightest. Rodri's a future captain. I think Rodri is a future captain, actually. I honestly think he is a future captain at Man City. He's got so much quality, Rodri. He's got a bit of a leadership kind of thing to him as well. Like, his English is already good as well. Yeah, it was him and Diaz. They're cut from the very similar cloth, aren't they? I love Rodri. And do you remember when everyone was calling him Plodri last season? Like, he's turned things around a lot. How are my feelings for the Real tie? Novocaine, I'm confident, mate. I think the City will win it. I think also the fact that we're getting De Bruyne and Mahrez and Bernardo, a bit of a rest, it's good. Ake would win headers against Andre the Giant. Do you know what? He would do. How do you become a member? Christian, if you want to. Obviously, it costs a little bit of money. You don't have to if you don't want to. You appreciate it. But if anyone wants to become a member and help support the channel a little bit, I do this full time. So this isn't pocket money. This is Bill's money and everything. So any little bit is appreciated. If not, I don't worry about it. That's how you do it there. I put a link in the chat for you, Christian, if you want to. But I absolutely appreciate all the support. Do hit the like button and do subscribe. Rafinha was very quiet. Yeah, he was very quiet. Ake was fantastic, I thought. Isn't it really funny how Ake's becoming a bit of a cult figure? Christian, I'll put a link on Patreon as well, mate. On the patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany. If you're a patron, mate, there'll be a link to join as well for the chat if you want to after, mate. There'll be a link on there. So you don't have to become a member to have a chat with me after the game if you want to. So don't worry about it. And I did hear about Vinny going for the Burnley job. That'll be interesting if he goes for it or not. I have no idea how I feel about that. I'll see if it happens, and then Vinny at Burnley, not sure. But that half was stagnant. It wasn't a good half of football. I mean, I go for everyone individually. Edison's had nothing to do. Cancelo has been sloppy. Cancelo has 3 months a year when he's sloppy, like really sloppy. He did it last season as well. He lost his place in the team, don't forget, last season to Zinchenko. And it was like April, he just goes, man. He just disappears. Like, I don't understand why he does this, but he gets like that way. He does it all the time. He needs to kind of fix up and look sharp a little bit. Because Cancelo, I know you could be tired, but come on, man. Some of these things are just sloppy. And I don't think Cancelo versus Vinicius will be any better. I don't think it will be any better than Fernandinho as it currently stands, you know. He's making mistake after mistake. But anyway, other than that, Diaz I think has been fine. Laporte's been fine. Ake's been good defensively. I'm confident with him. Rodri has been fine as well. Gundo's a little bit off it. And, you know, Foden had the odd little moment, but kind of been out of the rhythm of the game too. The forwards have rarely got a chance to get the ball, and when they have, they've done all right, I think, the forwards, but they could do a little bit more maybe, but I think they've been okay. Okay, thanks, John. City are bad cheats. I hope the Premier League Ducks are full invested into this game. Barchester City. John, are you genuinely 6 years old? What have City done wrong that should be on VAR, mate? Like, what possibly have City done that should have been VAR? The goal was legit. There's been no bad fouls, no controversial offsides, no disallowed shots or anything like that. There's been nothing VAR heavy. If anything, City should probably be 2-0 up after Sterling missed a sitter. So, yeah, I don't know what you're on about, pal. No one is 6 years old and called John. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Maybe John's just very, I don't know. John, maybe trolling. Ake had a handball, did he? I don't recall it. Did it hit his hand? I still don't know about Grealish. It seems when someone else plays in the role, he's always doing more. Yeah, that's probably fair. Grealish hasn't been great so far. I'm not going to sit here and pretend Grealish has been fantastic. He does need to up his level. I'm hoping... I want to see Grealish through the middle. Like, I really do want to see him through the middle. I feel like he'd be better than Foden in that role, and Foden that wide at the moment. Maybe because I feel like Foden's going to be great at left wing, because he is. He always is. He's one-on-one with defenders. He makes a little bit of space. And I feel like Grealish would just come alive there. And does Grealish get rattled easily? I don't think so, actually. In fact, he's almost unrattable, is what I would say. He's pretty calm. He gets fouled a lot, but he doesn't kick off. He doesn't complain or anything like that. So I don't think so, no. But yeah, I don't think so. He seems a pretty calm man. So we've got 45 more minutes. After this, it's 4 more games. This is one of the games I was really nervous about. So... obviously, we've still got 45, which is pretty terrifying. The games, I'm looking at our fixtures right now. Newcastle at home on Sunday. Wolves away, West Ham away. Fuck me, they're difficult games. Wolves and West Ham away. All I'm hoping at some point is that West Ham in particular, I'm looking at the table right now. West Ham are currently in 7th. Yeah. You sort of want them to just be settled in 7th. Yeah, I don't know. Wolves and West Ham is just difficult. 7th and 8th there away from home. Liverpool, their fixtures, let's have a look. They've got Spurs at home. On Saturday, they'll win that. Villa away. Yeah. Southampton away is interesting. They'll win it. And then Wolves at home. Yeah, do you know what? We're going to have to win every single game. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. Foden's not leaving City. I can't even answer that question, mate. But it'd be Spain. I can't see Liverpool dropping points either. I can't see them. I just look around and I'm like, they're gonna win. They're gonna find a way to win. Look, we're gonna have to win every game from here to the end of the season to stop a catastrophe, which will be Liverpool winning everything. Like, we can't have it. You know, like, it's quite funny that Liverpool. It might not happen, but Liverpool could be in for a historic quadruple and could end up just winning the Carabao Cup. You know, imagine if we won the Champions League and Premier League double. Oh, imagine. They'll draw against Tottenham, do you reckon, Justin? Tottenham aren't great, so I don't know. I don't trust Tottenham. Does anyone else just not trust Tottenham? I don't trust them at all. Like, I don't trust Spurs. I'm not jinxing it because I don't. I'm not saying anything. Spurs' results recently: a 0-0 against Brentford, lost to Brighton. I don't know. I don't trust him. We've got to win every game. We've got to win every game. It's as simple as that, really. Do you know what? We could win the Champions League. The one thing I will say is we get to the final, Liverpool. If everyone's fit, I'll feel confident. And I won't be like, I don't know because it's a one-off game, but I just can't trust anything against Liverpool, you know, in a game like that. I wouldn't know where to look for 90 minutes there. I wouldn't know where to look. But let's worry about Real Madrid first. I think we'll beat Madrid. I think we will do. Thomas, like, I think Liverpool and City play differently, to be fair. Like, we play differently, so it's a different way of defending. Like, I do think, like, obviously the way that we play compared to them is, yeah. I've not seen that Louis. Is that actually true? He's going to be Austrian manager, Ranjik. They're a mess, aren't they? They really are a mess. But let's worry about the shite another day. The players coming out for second half. Fingers crossed we see a better second half from Man City because we need a better second half. Usually, the second half, City are much better. Guardiola says a few things, gets them going again. Big half, massive half. What's everyone's predictions? Don't forget as well, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button. Like the video if you don't mind. The likes massively help me in the algorithm. It gives it an old boost so more people can find it. So this is why people say it. So the likes help everyone else find it. So do the like. Smash the button. Don't actually smash anything, man. Thomas says 3-0. 4-0, big second half incoming. Dan James on goal. Okay, I'll take it. 3-0 says Niall. Fighting win, dudes. Jesse Marsch is a good manager. The thing is about Americans, by the way, is obviously like American coaches can be a bit cheesy and all that kind of stuff. And they can. Sorry, Americans watching. Like based on European behaviorisms, but they're passionate, like they're passionate. And the one thing as well, an attribute for a coach is to have absolutely no shame and no fear, and that's what Jesse Marsch will have. Like Americans have no shame in terms of they'll say anything to get the result there, and I like that. Like they're passionate, and they're emotive. Not all, but a lot of sports coaches are. So, Jan, I did not like that at all. Come on, City. Right, second half's about to kick underway for me. We're underway. Come on. It's the shameless bunch. And you know what? So are we. So was English people. But no, American coaches are always quite like, come on, team. They're all very passionate and stuff like that. Like, what do we say? All hands in together. Huh. Not all like that, of course, but that's my perception of every American coach I've ever seen on TV. So, I love him, though. Don't get me wrong. And the Ted Lasso stuff's harsh, but there's an element of truth to it all. He obviously knows his football. Soccer. Football. No, he's a great coach. I'm not saying he's a good stereotype. I don't think he's anything like that. I'm saying, but I've seen his team talks. He is very passionate and very American coaches. They're and I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, they're very passionate and very, he's very. Well, American coaches are like that, and Marsch is like that at all. You can tell it's his heritage, but he obviously knows his football. He's not just some passion merchant. He's really tactical and all that kind of stuff as well. He's had a good career, so I like him. I like him a lot. Why are they all throwing shit on the pitch? Well, I don't get why they're trying to delay the game. Come on, City. Yeah, sports schools are different in America. Yeah, we flashed Leipzig, I remember. Good game. It's like Nkunku came alive in that game, didn't he? It's almost like what made his reputation. Nice touch from Foden. Grealish has done well there, but there's no one in the area. I agree. That's a good ball. Someone's got to get on the end of that. He's right across the 6-yard box. Grealish has done really well. He's beat his man. They've got to be getting... Look at that. They just stood back. Get in there, man. There's a massive gap. They just stood back. So this is your perfect number 9 territory, that. Haaland would be busting a gut to get there. He absolutely would be. Imagine Haaland and Grealish in the same team. It's hilarious. I don't know why. I feel like they've become best mates. Foden or Diaz? Foden, always. Diaz is a really good player, but I think Foden is going to be an insanely special player. He's only young, so don't forget. He's achieved more by a way than Diaz has in his whole career. Diaz has been a lot older. That doesn't mean he's not great, Diaz, but different players as well. Still using really well there. Played Cancelo. Well, Diaz is a forward. We always forget that Foden isn't a winger. He's a midfielder. He's learning his trade. But Foden is going to be world class. He's going to be absolutely world class. Oh, Haaland's City. It'd be incredible. City Haaland. Lewis Guzman, would you be interested if I bought you and your wife tickets for the friendly game Houston? That'd be lovely, mate. But unfortunately, we just can't afford the flights, pal. And also, Nicola will be very heavily pregnant then, so we probably won't be flying. That's very kind of you, though, mate. I'd love to go to Austin again or to Houston, but unfortunately, Lewis, I looked at the plane tickets. I'm looking at £500, something like that, and I just can't afford it, mate. I can't justify it. Then with accommodation as well. The tickets are the cheap bits. It's the plane tickets and the accommodation. Sorry, mate. Leeds going forward here. Eddie's done well there. Well, do you know what? Guardiola is not against a striker. You know, he had some good success with other strikers in the past. You know, lower, of course, Lewandowski. But you got going right. He's done really well here. You got to bear in mind that Guardiola's tweaked his style here and there constantly at City. Everywhere he's been. Like his football team, his team at Bayern was different to his team at Barca, which is different to his City team. The fundamentals are the same in terms of keeping the ball, but there's always subtle changes to how we play. Oh, Lewis Guzman, Lewis Guzman. It's a really appreciated, mate. It really is. It's just I can't afford it, pal. I'm skint. Got a baby on the way, pal. That takes a lot of money. So thank you. I'd love to get to America. It's just so expensive. So expensive for me to get there. The whole thing would cost me over £1,000, you know, accommodation and flights, and I was like, I can't afford that right now. $40 minutes left. Yeah, mad goal. I mean, every game right now is going to be just a battle. Thank you, Levy Francis. It's good to... Was it Levi? Levy? Good to see you, pal. Thank you so much for subscribing. 1-1 here. Cancelo versus Harrison. He's played the early pass. They messed it up. Played. Nice 1-2 with Sterling and Foden. Go on. Go on, Raz. What are you doing, Raz? Oh. He's done so well getting into the space, but then he's just messed it up. Ah, oh, fucking hell. So close, so close, so close. He's done so well to get there, Sterling. Like, I mean, you got to give him the credit for the work to get there. So it's just Sterling in a nutshell. Yeah, he did really well, though, previously, before that. Oh, Mark, thank you so much, Mark. I don't think it'll quite reach to it, but Mark, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Mark, you're a legend. Cheers, pal. Cancelo's done really well there. Oh, nearly to Jesus. Nearly. You get credit for for causing a bit of chaos. Of course you do, pal. If you make a chance more or less yourself, you get credit for causing absolute terror in the defence, you know? Anyway, it's better. It's better. Yes! Come on! It's Ake! Nathan Ake, baby! Come on! Come on! Oh, I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. That's a huge goal of football. Nathan Ake. Whoa! Come on, City. We are fucking inevitable indeed, man. Oh, do you know what? That Sterling counter-attack made that corner. You got to look at it that way. Oh my God, I'm so relieved from that. I'm buzzing for him. Nathan Ake, of all the people right now, absolutely deserves it. Nathan Ake, whoa. Come on, Nathan, man. Now I'm calm. Oh, he's good. He's good at football, isn't he, Nathan? I love it when people like Nathan Ake score. I don't know why. He just absolutely deserves it, doesn't he? The relief from that. That is huge. That's huge. Absolutely huge for us. Come on, City. Come on, City. Oh, man. Nathan Aki. Whoa. I love that some of you went there in your head. Come on. Oh, the mood's changing. This could be a bit. We could run away for it now and get the third. Go on, Phil. I've got to do my tweet, Nathan Aki baby. And no one else sings that, and no one else will, but I'm always going to sing it because that's just who I am. That looks like a foul. I'm going to him. He's all right. He's okay. Come on, City. Come on, City. I've got Spanish commentary on, so I don't have to hear him. But oh no, it's like this fucking City side. They have got balls of steel. They keep finding a way to win. Sterling has been good with the ball, Andrew. I absolutely agree. Actually, he's caused loads of problems. He can't finish at the moment, which drives me fucking mad. But that feels good, doesn't it? Four more after this. Like we don't just keep it steady now for the next 10 minutes, and I'll feel calm. You know, we can't concede early on. I have to. City leaves all the credit. Walker Ake instead of Walker Cancelo? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Why are Leeds doing this, man? Like, why are they doing it? Grealish is just laughing. He's not even remotely bothered. We'll just keep wasting time. Keep wasting time. Go for it. I love it. Jack is just absolutely pissing himself laughing. Imagine being the parent, by the way. Like, they're happy that your kid's throwing stuff at players. Imagine being that parent. If I was Grealish and I scored, I would literally, I would go and slide through all the rubbish. I'd be like, I'd just roll in it and bathe myself in all this, all the rubbish and like that. I absolutely would rub it in there. I'd be throwing it back all at him. Do you know what I'd go and do? I'd go and lie down in the middle. Snow Angel, yes, absolutely, Ian. Imagine the fume though of that if we did that. I'd fucking love it. Just throw it like absolutely. Ake coming off. Go on, Nathan. He's been brilliant. Massive header from Ruben, that, by the way. I love how it's been Diaz, Ruben, and Rodri with the key moments there. Look at Ruben's celebration. They love it. Ake's been fantastic. I presume it's just, you know... No, I think he's all right. I think it's precautionary. Go on, Zenny. Yeah, I think he might start against Real Madrid too, mate, actually. He was a little bit limpy, but it could just be a kick, you know. You've had a couple of kicks. Ukrainian Roberto Carlos, he's come on. Ake, in my opinion, he's played at this stage of the season. Like football is pretty. It's about quality, of course it is. It's always about quality, but it's also about what's in between the ears. And it's about the players that absolutely revel in the big moments. It's about the players that are focused in the very big moments. And I think it's why Zinchenko, of course, did so well in the semis and quarters, because he's a warrior, Zinchenko, and like last season. And then Ake is coming to the fore right now because he doesn't care. Like, we forget that Ake is actually a captain level player. Like, he's been noted by that in the dressing room. Bournemouth made him his captain. He's captained youth teams and all that kind of stuff as he was growing up. He's essentially a leader, Ake, and really well respected. The more leaders you've got on the pitch in a big game, the more likely you are to win if they are good footballers too. It really is as simple as that sometimes. So this is why people like Ake are so good against Atletico and all that kind of stuff. Have him around the pitch. You want warriors who aren't going to give anyone a second on the ball. Grealish has done really well there, by the way. Go on, Jack. Oh! It was really nice play from Jack. And Gundo just wide, but it was a good run. Yeah, he's been good. I think Grealish had a good game today, personally. Come on, City. What a third. Yeah, he's done idling constantly. He doesn't lose the ball, I agree. He's been good today. He put that really good crossing as well. That centre forward should be there. I know we haven't got one. Some people will turn around and go, well, maybe we shouldn't make it. But Jesus and Sterling, they're not exactly... They've both got a history of scoring goals, so they should know he's going to do it. Pep might be happy with this performance, and we realise, I think he probably realises Leeds is going to be a tough game, and he realises the players, they're kind of running on fumes as well. They are tired. They're knackered. Yeah, he doesn't lose the ball, Grealish, does he, to be fair to him? It's a bit speculative, that pass. Yeah, Leeds are fighting for their lives, And of course, it's Elland Road. There's always going to be the element of just riding the storm a little bit. Go on, Raz. Oh, nearly to Foden. Unlucky. Possibly Stones, Yusuf. I don't think Walker will be. I don't think he's close, personally. Not what you want to hear, but I think it's true. Lucky Sterling. Do you want Everton to be relegated? Do you know what? I don't have a strong opinion about Everton being relegated. But if Everton went down, I think it might be the best thing that ever happened to them, actually. They can probably deal with it. I saw someone on Twitter say they don't understand the pressure release you get from actually going down after years of being near and there. If they go down, it's a good ball. Edison's so off the... Edison read that perfectly. But yeah, if they went down, actually, man, clear out all the dead wood, actually enjoy winning some games, get back up again, which they probably would do because they're Everton. It might be the best thing that's ever happened to them. They might have a bit of fun, their fans. Their fans are so tense constantly. Everton feel too big to go down, and I don't want them to go down, but I don't think they might realise, actually, it might be quite enjoyable. And I know because I've been there a billion times myself. Not a billion times, quite a few times. And all of a sudden, your team winning games, it ends up quite fun. So... There's something to be said for it sometimes. I know it sounds crazy, but Edison is never. Yeah, he's absolutely dead-eyed. I love him though. I think we beat Real Madrid as well, actually, Sergio G. I think basically Madrid will be really aggressive in terms of. I think they'll see the 4-3 win. This is what I was trying to say in my match reaction video, is that, and on Twitter as well. They will feel that they had a good result against us, and ultimately they lost, and they could have lost by an awful lot more. But I feel like they would have felt the means justified it, which I kind of want them to do the same again. If they do the same again, we will beat them again because I just think they think. Yeah, mentally, I feel like they're in a good place, but I don't think they played well. I think they should have been disappointed with how they played, and I don't think they were. I got the impression they were quite happy with everything that happened. They're like, well, good, fucking false sense of security. You do that again, man. We'll create loads of chances. I know City aren't the most clinical, but we'll still have enough chances to score a couple of goals at least, and that should be enough. I mean, ultimately as well against Madrid, there was a lot of mistakes. Like I think the penalty for they got was so lucky. Like I don't even blame Laporte for that. It's just I don't think there should ever be penalties in football. You know, when you head it onto your own hand, it's like, come on, man, it's nonsense. He didn't do anything wrong. And Fernandinho, you know, it's just a stupid mistake. Still, he's done really well there. Score! Oh, crying out loud, lads. Score. Gundo just taking forever. What's he faffing around with? Yeah, Nacho ain't good. Alaba out. I would probably tempted to start Ake actually, but I understand if he wants to play. The thing about Zinni is he probably deserves to play, and he keeps the ball really, really well. But Ake is solid defensively. That's amazing, Mark. Tony Buck and Tommy Doyle. That's class. Tommy's a lovely lad. I would love to be a footballer. I would absolutely wind up fans all the time. I just would. You know, the opposition fans. If they're giving me grief, I would do everything I could just to make sure they knew they wasn't bothering me. I'd love it. I'd just dance in front of him all the time. Just, you know, throwing crap at me. I'd be the one to pretend to drink it. I'd be doing Adebayor stuff all the time. Damn right, man. Yeah, I can't wait for this kit to go as well, Novocaine. I can't stand it. I think it looks like a pyjama top. How was Tommy? Mark, was he alright? Tommy Doyle? Come on, City. Yeah, I really like the both kits we've seen so far. I think the home kits. I don't really like centralised badges, but I'll get behind it. I think the rest of the vibe of the shirt is really cool. And the away one as well with the diagonal black and red is interesting, but I think it's quite nice as well. Nice colour scheme. Looks a bit yellow. It should be gold, but you know. Oh, was it you, Skyblue Monkey? Yeah, I didn't share it, so there you go. I kept it to myself. I think you sent it to too many people, pal, or someone else did because it got out. I'd spoken to someone who'd worn it, and that's why I knew it was that, because they described it exactly as that bitch he sent me. Isn't like the third kit meant to be like a bright purple and green or something stupid like that? Toughest games remaining, it's got to be away at Wolves or away at West Ham. It's those two, isn't it, George? Those away games. It's West Ham away. You kind of want them both just to be out of the running or anything. Green and purple stripes, apparently. Well, that's interesting. Who wants a green and purple stripe kit? I mean, they're going for the classic look based on the old one, aren't they? The Dickov one. Plays, didn't he? It's really nice. Oh, it's hit Jack's foot. 20 minutes left. For the love of my own blue moon. Got it, Med. Standing alone. Dreaming my heart without a love of my own. Come on, City. Yeah, West Ham haven't been good lately, but still the West Ham. It's not an easy game away from home. The one thing I'm looking forward to is that the games after this week, I'm pretty certain it. Oh, there we go, the countering. No. Oh. Good play, Rafinha. I fancy us Newcastle at home. Obviously, it won't be easy, but it's kicked Zinchenko in the head there. He's done well there, Laporte, to stop it. Done really well. Rafinha, that's really good defending, actually. Really good. Because he turned him, but it's really hard not to get turned every now and then when he gets players like that good. So, what I like after this, after the Real Madrid game, is that we've got, obviously, Newcastle, then Wolves, but then we've got basically 2 weekend games after that, so we've got a bit of a break in between them. Big block that by Rodri. They're still throwing shit at their own fans. Are they fucking stupid? Even the Leeds players are like, what are you doing? Unbelievably dumb. Clear it. Cleared. Football's being tense. They're a very good team, Birded. Liverpool. You kind of got to admire their brilliance, actually. They've had a bit of luck here and there, but they're just a quality team. I can't deny it. There's a third on the counter, Mark, I reckon. We're sitting a bit deeper, which I don't mind. We're a bit tired. Good cross, that. Hello? Nothing. I just thought you knocked to the door. Yeah, the wife's up. I think she had a nap. I heard some movement outside. Go on, Jesus. Yeah, the Liverpool game, the Villa game will be chaotic, but I don't think Grealish should be on the pitch, to be honest. They'll probably just keep him off. So, simple as that. Yeah, the Leeds fans are throwing paper at everyone. I don't get it. It feels really, really strange. I don't understand this throwing paper stuff. Like, what are they doing it for? I just don't understand it in the slightest. It seems a really weird behaviour. Go on, Raz. They don't care about the trees, Christian. Played Raheem's done well at 20 back, unlucky. Come on, City. Nice play from Rodri, to be fair. Really calm possession. That's good football. Fair play. Rodri's class, isn't he? He really is good. Yeah, Alan Wrench suspend the game. Just do the apps. Littering's gross. Don't fucking litter. It's alright, because someone else will have to, clean it up. That's their attitude, isn't it? Go on, Joao. Pass it to Jesus, you greedy fuck. What are you doing, man? You should have passed it to Jesus. I don't understand. Selfishness, I agree. I think he's done well to make the chance, but pass it. That's game over then if he passes that. Maybe. Been too much greedy play. $15 minutes left or so. I mean, we're in a good position here, thankfully. Rodri and Ake, he would have had them down as goal scorers today. Yeah, no, Mara's done it a bit too. There've been a few players not making the right calls. Thankfully, Ruben's there to cajole them. Diaz is great, isn't he? What a defender. It'll all change when we get Haaland, I reckon, weirdly. Well, it'll have to be. Haaland's there, you pass it to Haaland, innit? Like this big 6'4" machine. Then you just pass it to him. There's no real question about it, to be honest. It's just how it is, isn't it? Pass it to the guy, and he'll get it done. But at least it looks like it's going to be alright, Go on, Phil. Go, Gabby! Yes! Get in! Come on! Gabby... Oh, Gabby fucking Jesus, you beautiful, beautiful man. What a pass as well, Phil, doing the whole LMA thing. Come on! There we go, 3 points from Man City. Gabby... beautiful pass from Phil Foden as well. That's what it's all fucking about, isn't it? That is beautiful ball from a beautiful bunch of players. Look at this again. He's scoring so many goals, man. Is he onside? He's onside. Oh, yeah, he's onside. Nice finish as well. 2 assists for Foden. Gabby says, call your mama in fucking indeed. Oh, I love it, man. That feels good, doesn't it? That feels absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy for him once again. I told you a third on the counter, man. I told you there's a third on the counter. I just sensed it. You just got to feel it's coming. Oh, lovely stuff, City. Lovely stuff. Get McAtee on. There we go. There's my controversial take for you. Get McAtee on for a few minutes. Come on. Foden's coming off. Bernardo's coming on. We're not going to bring McAtee on. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy. A big 3 points that, A big 3 points. Jerry with the super chat says, Gary says, call your mama, let's fucking go. Hello, May. Always. Come on. That feels good, doesn't it? Absolutely relaxed now. To be honest, it's been a composed performance in the end. We haven't really conceded any big chances. We haven't, if we're being totally honest. Gabby's firing the goals, man, at the moment. He really is. He's firing the goals. You got to love him for it. Look at the City fans, away fans. They are absolutely iconic. What a bunch. If you know a few there as well. Come on, City. Phil's been good today. Couple of assists for him. How many subs have we made in this game so far? I can't remember. Someone tell me how many we made. Go on, Jack. Why did he be so harsh to me, man? He caught it back. He's clearly a nice guy, man. I mean, look how he dealt it. Like, they're all hating him, and Grealish is just like having a laugh. Why is he so hated? He just doesn't, like, I don't get why he's so hated. He handles it all so well. I love how you can see the blue haze from all the smoke over the pitch. Yeah, they're jealous of his beautiful face and his calves. It's because he plays for City, isn't it? It's really weird. Like, this idea that they're annoyed that he left Villa. Like, what? Who's got the third goal? Gabriel Jesus. Go on, Bernardo. Like, there's no reason to hate someone because someone spent, like, it's none of their business. Like, City, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I just don't get it in the slightest. Bernardo Silva, running down the wing, Silva makes the blue boy sing, Silva, we're all going to Paris. I love Bernardo. This has been a good day. It's been a good day. West Ham will be very tough, football fan. Fernandinho coming on. That makes sense. 6 in his last 3 for Jesus. Maybe he was the man we needed all along. I didn't do my Gabriel Jesus tweet. I feel really bad. Done it now. It's okay. Da 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 da. Fernandinho. I don't know Gavin Bazuna personally, but I obviously know him as a very good footballer. Niall, he looks like a very good keeper. I don't think he'll make it at City. Sorry, pal. I don't think he's good enough with his feet, and ultimately that kind of matters to Pep. He's good with his feet, but not great. You have to be better than that. We are indeed City slackers. We forget these players do keep their heads really well. They've been there. They've done it. It's just another day on the job for them. Nice turn from Calvin Phillips, to be fair. Bernardo everywhere again, always. I would let Morris go weirdly as well, actually. I think that's a good idea. I feel like Palmer's just the Morris replacement. I love Morris, do not get me wrong, but I feel like he's just the older one. I'd rather keep the younger one. It's honestly how I feel. That's my controversial take. I think Palmer genuinely step into Morris' shoes like for like. I know Morris is great. It's not because he isn't brilliant. I just feel like sometimes you have to make tough sacrifices. You alright? Cup of tea would be good, actually. Thank you. Sorry? No, I'm okay. The wife's asking me what to cover. Anyone else want a drink, by the way? Play Bernardo. Come on, City. I'm very happy about this. You're probably right, Sergio G. I'm not criticising Morris, don't get me wrong. I just think our game will change with Haaland, and I think we may benefit a little bit more from keeping Jesus actually around him, weirdly. It's great though, Jesus, isn't it? I mean, we're all loving him doing well right now. It's hard not to like Jesus doing well. Like, he absolutely deserves it. Good finish as well, by the way. Oh, the spammers are back again. I honestly would be getting McAtee in games like this. Anyone else? Like, I don't get why. I know Pep's anxious, but come on, man. We're 3-0 up. Play, Jack. He's done really well there. And Sterling fell over. He's strong and fast as there. You got to give him the credit there. We're out of subs, yeah, unfortunately. Next season's going to be interesting with the 5 subs, isn't it? This has been really, really satisfying. Nice football. God, it really wants the ball. Why Sterling just stopped? Go, Joao! Oh, you got a score there, mate. Pen? How is it not 4? Lagan with a big question. Lagan, how you doing, man? Says, discussion, with 6 goals in his 3 games, where does Jesus currently rank in the best form forwards in the world right now? Well, right now, he's one of the most informed forwards in the world. I think that's probably fair. I'm not saying he's the best or anything like that, but yeah. He plays for one of the best teams in the world, and he's scoring a shit ton of goals. So he is one of the most informed forwards in world football right now, and that's correct in every sense of the word. Like, he's playing at the highest level and scoring from the highest teams regularly. So yeah, right now there's not many better forwards in world football at this second. So it's a very fair point, man. Big love for Super Chat, by the way, Mr. Kinneborough. It's a very fair point. It's crazy that we got one of the most informed forwards in world football right now, but that's where we're at. Go on, Gabby. Grealish has done well there. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, well, it's total control now. It's another goal would be nice. Oh my God. They should have scored. That's incredible defending. Nearly got my 3-1 prediction. That block was insane. Who was it? Was it Laporte? I think Grealish has been good today, by the way. Football fan. I think he'll be better next season, absolutely. There's a thing called muscle memory, which you've all heard of. And the idea is that when you step away from something, it seeps in all the knowledge that you've learned and becomes second nature. Grealish, when he goes away for the summer and he rests up a little bit and comes back and he's not overawed by the players and he's had time to rest and absorb everything, he'll come back and it'll all be second nature to him. It'll be second nature to him, man. He'll be a different player. It's an education play for Man City. Good cross. Oh, Gundo. One of those days. He's got a score there, Gundo. Unbelievable block from Cancelo, to be fair. I don't think the header was even a bad idea. It was just, I don't know. Oh, Eddie, what a fucking save that is. That's huge. Big stuff from that from Eddie. You know what, clean sheet, these goals can matter. I mean, I don't think the goal difference will make a difference in the end because I don't think it's impossible for us to get level unless two teams drop 2 points, but is he onside? Yeah, I think he might be as well. Big save from Eddie, though. Of course, obviously he was always going to make a great save when it's with his feet, you know. Is there anyone better in feet than probably football than Ederson? Nearly to Sterling. Cancelo's done really well to intercept that, actually. About a minute left. Yeah, we've been defensively. There've been some really good individual moments today. Agree, Sergio G. Financial dopers. Oh, we've got someone very, very sad here. Andrew Clavin. It's a Saturday. It's a nice day, mate. Have you not got anything better to do than go outside or to come to my Man City channel and just cause an argument? Let me guess. You support Liverpool or Leeds, and you are sad right now. I understand the pain, pal, but you know it won't get easier. So just fuck off and enjoy yourself. Is my advice. Bernardo. Pushing for another here. Go on, Raz. Is that a foul? Is that a penalty? Ferner! Oh, where's that just come from? Go on, Ferner. Fernandinho, 4-0. 4-0 Man City. That is sweet, isn't it? Old man Ferner. My man. Of my age, of course, there. So I've got to love it when a guy my big old age scores. Go on, Ferner, man. 4-0 City. This has been a big performance, to be honest, against a very fucking difficult team to play against. They've Fair Fox. Oh, he's going soon, isn't he? I keep forgetting about that. Sterling's made this, by the way, once again. Like, we can say what you want about Sterling, but his chaos has made that. Like, genuinely. He's been so fucking good going forward. It would have been a pen as well. He should have been a pen. I'm buzzing for Ferner. Like, any time he gets to celebrate in front of the away fans right now is huge. $4-0, man. I did not have that. It's over. 4-0. Who had 4-0 down today? I mean, I just didn't. I thought, honestly, we could have messed up today. I really did not see that coming. I'm absolutely buzzing. 4-0 away at Leeds right now at this stage of the season. You got to admire that. It's not about how you play. It's about how you get the job done. And even then, we played pretty well today, I would say. That was an impressive performance for an impressive football side. I'm really, really delighted. And the wife support the team as well. Thank you so much. Beautiful. There you go. That is huge. There's the bump on the first video. That's the baby bump right there for the first video. Yeah.
See it there?
I nearly gave stuff away then, but I'm not going to. Anyway, the bump there on the first video there. That's our child on his first ever YouTube video. You know what I mean? She's gone. 4-0 is absolutely worth celebrating. That's a great result today. I'm very happy about that. 11-0 over both games. Fernandinho. Just one behind them goal difference as well. I don't think goal difference is going to matter because of the points and the way they work. If anyone drops any points, I don't think... I don't think it works that way. So ultimately, that is just... it's a big result. It's a big result. You have to win those games, and we've managed to do it, and I'm very, very happy about it. Thank you to everyone who's joined me for this watch-along, by the way. I'm going to go live now for the match reaction. Massively appreciated. You're all awesome. That is a huge result for City. Absolutely huge result. And I will see you back in about 10 minutes or so, if that's all right. A big result and a big game. But I'll get my thoughts together, and we'll do a live match reaction, and then we'll be back here. So if you want to support the channel a little bit, I'll see you back at like 1:45, I would say.